This is a video about the reconstruction of a squirrel-tailed bake oven. This is what it looked like before we got started. The entire structure was basically gone and just a little bit of the stone foundation left. We slowly started removing all of the dirt and debris out of the building so that we could get started with reconstruction. The first step was to rebuild part of the front wall and then pour a new concrete pad that the oven would sit on. The next step was to start building the base of the oven. If you look in the front of the oven, you will see a hole where fresh air is fed in from underneath the building. After the floor is finished, we started building the walls, which slowly curve in to form the dome of the oven. This is the arched opening in the front of the bake oven where the door will be placed. We also started to rebuild the stone walls around the perimeter of the oven. You might be wondering how you hold the brick up as the walls slowly arch in. The way it's done is you fill the entire inside with sand in the shape that you want the oven to be in, and then the bricks are laid on top of the sand. After you get done laying all the brick, the sand is removed and you're left with the dome shape. This is what the inside looks like after the sand has been removed. The next step is to lay out what's called the squirrel tail of the oven. The exhaust exits from a hole in the back, and then the smoke slowly curls up and over the top of the oven and exhausts out the chimney. You can get an idea of just how big this oven is. My friend Joe went in and easily fits inside. That again is the square hole in the back of the oven that allows the smoke to escape. And again, the smoke runs across the top of the oven in the tube created and then exits the chimney in the front of the oven. Any smoke that rolls out the front of the oven rises up and is collected by the overhanging hood and then goes up the chimney. You can see now that the clay tile roof is on, and now the oven is totally protected from the weather. The hole you see in the bottom of the building is where the fresh air comes in and then ultimately circulates to the front of the oven. Right in the front of the oven door are bricks that you can remove to either allow more or less air in. The finished plaster is done on all the walls, the door is mounted, and a fire was built inside to slowly cure the cement. Fortunately, the owners of the house had a picture of what the building used to look like many, many years ago. And now, after a lot of work, the oven is ready to bake again. I feel really lucky to have worked on this project. It was my friend Joe Slobonics. His company is Hometown Carpentry in Pennsylvania.